This call is being recorded.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas Eve. And thank you for joining us here on this, I started to say Kingdompreneur call, but the Uplift Breakthrough Leadership call, where we uplift ourselves, uplift each other, and together we uplift the world. So again, thank you for joining us, my friend, and we wish for you just an incredible holiday season. Peace, breakthrough, and increase, as we often say. So we're going to be here in just a few moments from Mr. Les Carter, our I like to call him the Roger Bannister of the team, the first one to break through the crown ranking and set the tone for others like Gloria to come speeding through, and then now the Harrises. So what just incredible opportunity we have before us. And so I want you, my friend, to understand that you're in a special time, a special place, and God's got a special purpose for your life. So I'm going to read a little bit of our daily breakthrough attitude adjuster. You know, it's been said that an attitude is like a bad attitude. You can't go anywhere until what? Until you get it fixed. It's like a flat tire. It can't go anywhere until you get it fixed. And so, my friend, we want to make sure that we adjust our attitudes. I don't know about you, my friend. It was Zig I used to travel and speak with before he passed, but he said, it's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude. Ooh, it's your attitude. And so we want to make sure, again, we adjust that attitude. And that's what this Breakthrough Daily Attitude Adjuster is about. Wow, what a great day to be alive. I feel dynamite. I like me. I accept me. I love me. I'm going to have a super fantastic day today because I'm too blessed to be depressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too glad to be sad, too anointed to be disappointed, too elated to be agitated, too grounded to be confounded, too grateful to be hateful. I'm too gifted to be restricted. I'm too legit to quit, and too saved not to be getting paid. Circumstances are lining themselves in my favor. I'm healthy, physically fit, and intellectually equipped. I have wisdom far beyond my years. I'm an extraordinary person with incredible abilities which I would use to add value to others' lives, knowing as I empower others to reach their dreams, I will automatically reach my own. I anticipate meeting the person or group of people today who are willing to use their power, wealth, and influence to empower me to achieve my dreams. All day long, people will go out of their way to bless me. Today, I will add great value to someone's life. I will show compassion to those in need. I will give strength to the weak and inspiration to the weary. Someone needs what I have to offer, and I gladly make myself available. I embrace abundance, and it embraces me. I'm abundant in every good way. I am an abundance magnet. I like money. It likes me. It is attracted to me. It comes abundantly from many sources. I circulate God's money wisely because it's a tool to empower those in need, and it's also a way of keeping score of how many lives are added value to. Money flows freely and frequently from expected and unexpected sources in exchange for the value that I consistently bring to the marketplace. I may have been broke, busted, and disgusted, but now I declare that I am rich, growing, and overflowing. My business is booming, checks are zooming, and I'm happy on purpose. I'm experiencing great victories, supernatural turnarounds, and miraculous breakthroughs in the midst of great impossibilities. I am an overcomer. And if my mountain can be removed, I'll develop and practice my mountain climbing skills. I may experience a setback, but setbacks, well, they're only setups for comebacks. As a matter of fact, setbacks pave the way for comebacks. I make lemonade out of life's lemons. And if life dares to knock me down, I'll follow my back, realizing that as long as I can look up, by the grace of God, I can get up. I commit to paying for my dreams with preparation and perspiration so I won't have to live with my nightmares of regret. I do not procrastinate because procrastination leads to devastation. It is the assassination of my destination. Thus, I will act now. I'm a doer. I get results that last. I now release the champion that is inside of me. I am the leader that multitudes of people are looking for. I choose to succeed today and every day hereafter. Watch out, world, here I come. Watch out, world, here we come. So let's take a deep breath through our nose, symbolizing we're receiving these words that have been spoken over us. Ready? And then out your mouth. All righty. Well, again, thank you again for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is not a normally scheduled call. We're not scheduled to have another call until next Monday, but we've got Mr. Les Carter, a Crown Ambassador. He won the very first team contest that we ever had. He's been on the leaderboard many, many times. He's a guy that has a very humble spirit. He's got a heart as big as Texas and Georgia combined, right? He knows the facts, and my friend, he has your best of interests in mind. He has a way of empowering people to do more than they ever thought possible, because he moves empowered by the Spirit and power of God. Minister Les Carter, take it away. Crown Ambassador Shark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for allowing me to come to the front of the call and give an accurate report on purpose. Dr. Breakthrough, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been kissed? K-I-S-D.
Yes, sir.
I want to use that as an acronym. Keep it simple and duplicatable. That's why I'm going to build my talk around today, about keeping it simple and duplicatable. I intended to run the numbers, but I didn't, Dr. Breakthrough. Imagine if everybody in your organization from levels 1 through 9, just do it like that, became an ambassador. So it will be everybody brought in 9 members on everybody in your organization, and they just bought one product a month, the 21-day breakthrough challenge or a hydration drop, whatever it is. I didn't run the numbers in the calculator, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see what that calculates out. So my talk this morning is going to be centered around keep it simple and duplicatable, and a formula that I worked in a previous business called ABC plus 1, 2, 3 equal A to CA. Okay, all those numbers mean something. You remember Michael Jackson used to sing that song, A, B, C, is easy as 1, 2, 3. You feel me? I'm trying to keep it simple and duplicatable. So the role, when someone comes into your business, I suggest that you help don't just run to the next person. You need to give them a road to travel, okay, a journey. So you need to do this yourself if you haven't already done this. If you're not already an ambassador, I have some formulas I'm going to give to you. First formula is 25-7. So 25, that slash mark 7. What does that mean? Contact and approach 25 people in 7 days. Contact and approach them. See, everybody believes if you ask somebody to pull a list together of 250, then they might get a little squeamish. But everybody got 25 people in the smartphone that they got in their hands. So what's in your hand? You got a smartphone. What we present is so simple. And you say, well, what do I say when I call these 25 people? I'm suggesting that you do this every week. 25 people, 7 in 7 days. Okay? And so you would say something like, I use a little formula called If I Would You. So I would call Dr. Stan Harris up and say, if I could show you how to have more wisdom, more wealth, more wellness, or all three, would you listen to a very short infomercial with me right now?
Yes, sir.
So if they say yes, I'm going to 3-way them in to one of the 24/7 calls. See, if you can use the tools help us our work easy, help make our work easy. So we have these tools, but according to several times, Dr. Breakthrough has told us, so he looks at the time number of people that calls and who's calling, so he knows that's a tool that's what? Underused. So let's end this year using those tools going into 2020 and make the rest of your year the best of your year, while other people are thinking about what the resolution is going to be, go ahead and set your foundation and set your posture, set your mindset to be the solution. When they're looking for the solution, you already want to have the solution available to give to people. Am I right about it? Am I right about it? So.
Oh, you right.
I'm right. Okay. Then, Dr. Breakthrough, think about this. So you got 25/7. Okay. Do you believe, Dr. Breakthrough, if a brand new person that started today, okay, in the next 7 days, in a 7-day period, they want to take this week off, fine. But in the next 7 days, or 7 days from the time that they start working, approach 25 people correctly, do you think they can find, out of those 25 people, 9 people that want to become a member and this purchase one product? You think that's feasible? You think that's duplicatable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
Yes,
you're going to
sir.
love this next one. You're going to love this next one. I want you to write down 15/3. 15/3. So the 15 is you every month. Well, listen to this carefully now. Can you do 15 three-way calls each month? The three-way calls could be to the ones that you do to the 24/7 replays. I call them silver calls. They could be a three-way to a call like this, the morning call, the uplift breakthrough call. It could be a call to one of the noon in my time zone, Eastern time zone is at noon, Monday through Friday. You know, if the limited time is extended, with John Austin call, it could be a call into that. It could be a call into anywhere that we're having calls. The ones that are sharing information with people. Okay, three-way. I didn't say tell them to go. I said three-way. As a matter of fact, you can call it 5-way or 10-way. On these smartphones, you can have multiple people on the line with you simultaneously. You can make it like a small meeting, taking people to wherever you want to take them to. Okay? So, 15/3. What's the 3 for? The 3 is for how many events. 3, can you attend 3 events a month? So you might have to create an event. If you can't make it to Houston, when Dr. Stan Harris is going to be there preaching and teaching, and on Monday night in Houston, if you can't make it to a meeting like that, you could always send somebody. That would count as an event if you got somebody in the room. Actually, you can create your own event. Here's an event. What about a one-on-one presentation or a 2-on-1 presentation? If your senior success line person is in your area, I bet you they would love to meet you at Starbucks or maybe a quieter place, Panera Bread, wherever you want to go that's quiet. Usually the Panera Breads are really quiet sometimes, quieter than Starbucks sometimes. They crank up the music in Starbucks and some Dunkin' Donuts. But get somewhere where you can meet where people are normally meeting and do a presentation. They got Wi-Fi at these places. So you could tie into one of John Austin's presentations. Y'all know they record these things and put them in your back office, right? So you can choose your favorite one. You got Wi-Fi there. Just hit it and sit there, and it's just the two of you, so just watch it with them. And then ask an important question after the that's an event now. You could do a tour. You could have if you develop into an in-home presentation, I'm suggesting that you do that. You develop an in-home presentation, you call somebody up and say, listen, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I stop by? I got a video I want you to watch. They would say, what? Yeah, I'm in your neighborhood. Can I stop by? Or you can schedule in advance. Just go on over, drive on over, and chances are they got some kind of computer or an iPad. If not, you take your iPad. The good thing about an iPad is it's always connected. You can always get internet connection. You don't have to be trying to go through somebody else's hotspot. Same thing. It's probably the husband, the wife there, maybe some other people in the house, and just that's an event, an in-home presentation. I'm gonna start doing a lot of these with the 6 million people that's in the Atlanta area. You know, my father taught me a principle as a farmer: grow where you plant it. Grow where you plant it. I bet you out of 6 million people. Let me ask you a question, Dr. Breakthrough. Do you believe out of 6 million people, if I start doing some one-on-one presentation and start going into people's homes, and then the next time while you're in their homes, if they say yes, so listen, I want to come back next week, but invite a few of your friends over, I'll come back. I'll do the presentation, you know, and we'll see how many of your friends would like to get more wisdom, more wealth, and more wellness. You think if I did that for the next year, that I can get to Crown, what are you now, Crown 7? They're going to have to make new positions. You think out of 6 million people, I can find a million, say 500,000, that would say yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's what I've noticed, Dr. Breakthrough. Everybody have an apartment or a home where they live, and we do call this home-based business. And so sometimes we get caught up into and it's a good thing to use the technology, but it gets more personable when you're in the house. You know, especially you got the husband and the wife there, right? You got the synergy there, and some of the families are extended families. Some of the grown children still live at home. Let them come. You know, good thing if you're a couple, go together, because somebody may need to take care of the children in the playroom while the parents focus on the presentation. Okay, don't do no lot of food and stuff. You know, coffee, water, some hydration. Best thing to do at the home party is what? Hydration drops in some water, and before you start your presentation, say, hey, everybody, if you can, just drink 3 glasses of this. You know, take your pitcher, your glass pitcher, you take your distilled water with you, and that's the refreshment. Instead of coffee, let them drink water. Chances are, by the time you finish your presentation, someone sitting in that room, especially if they come home from work, been in rush hour traffic, after drinking that water, will give you a testimony. Wow!
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that's feasible, Dr. Breakthrough?
It is, and let me throw a little breakthrough caveat in there, if I may.
Sure.
This new breakthrough.
Time.
Come on now, Breakthrough Blackwater is what I call it. Breakthrough Blackwater. So the mineralizer, I don't know why, it's still only $29. The price is going up any day, but so I stacked up, man, for Christmas. But listen, so when you have that the folks over, don't just have the hydration treated water. Have 2 types of water: the hydration water and then the new Breakthrough Blackwater. And so, What is that? You take a gallon. You put now you got to order
mineralizer.
Peppermint. Well, you got to have the mineralizer, but then you got to get like on eBay or something. Just order peppermint oil. So it's this essential oil, peppermint oil, right? Just a little bottle, and all we do is put like 2 to 3 drops of peppermint in the gallon, and then I put half a teaspoon into that gallon. Of course, treat it with the hydration drops, obviously. Shake it up, and then you can pour that in some of their glasses also. But I was at one event speaking for the 1 Year Millionaire Live, and I gave a lady a sample of that, and she was so moved by it. She's like, I didn't want to drink it all. I kept adding more water to it to try to get it to last.
Prolonged it.
Yes. So in a nutshell, and if you don't know, the mineralizer is nothing but the living minerals, but in like a pound tub, and that'll last quite a while. But at any rate, people notice even more. I mean, so you take the hydration treated water, and then you add the mineralizer, like I said, just about a half a teaspoon to a gallon with a couple drops of peppermint. Shake it up, and then just pour some of that into some of their cup. Let them drink some of the regular water, then you do that, and see what happens, my brother. I'm telling you, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. And of course, if you have that the breakthrough card, The nano card, you can do some
breakthrough nano card,
strength testing. Yeah, and I did send a video out, and I'll make sure we'll send it back out if you need that. But back to you, man. But yes, sir, when you do that, they set up for success. By the time you're done with that meeting, they're going to be like,
yeah. Dr. Breakthrough has a saying. I was just in my 10-day advance today, he says that demonstration enhances the presentation dramatically. So we have some products that are demonstratable, and people will remember. They'll be moved emotionally, and if you get some pain going away, man, we got all this stuff. So we just get it in front of some people and ask them to make a decision. Would you want to get the breakthrough quick start pack, or you want to get one of these powerful products? And of course, the good thing about it is when you do an in-home presentation, God forbid if you don't have all the products to show them. You got to have the nano card. You got to do some. You can't sell from an empty wagon. Let me tell you something. If you get people feeling good, say they're depressed. I've seen this with my eyes, in my own eyes. They are depressed and they drink some of that water with the hydration drops, or they got a headache, or they hurting somewhere. You take that nano card and say, hold this during the presentation right there. And at the end of the presentation, the first time they heard the presentation, you ask the people in the room, you got to think with me now, how are you feeling after the presentation than you did before the presentation and the demonstration of whatever product you gave them to try? The black water, the hydration drop, the breakthrough cards, these are impact products. And when you have impact products, you want to get people to be impacted by them as much as you can. and then, Dr. Breakthrough, what I wrote down in terms of a monthly strategy, that's the monthly strategy. 25/7, 15/3. Do that every month. Just remember those numbers, 25/7, 15/3. Okay? And then the next thing I wrote down is monthly rank. Each month you want to reach the next rank or at least halfway point to the next rank. So we got to become rank driven. Once you get to ambassador, that's just a journey to crown ambassador. So say you make ambassador this month. Your January goal should be, global. Depends on your belief. You'll do what you believe. So if you believe you can go from 9, actually it's easier to get from 9 to 27 than it is to get from 0 to 9. Because now you got some practice, you got some principles, you got some power. Okay? So now you're leveraging that, and say in January you're going to go, Phil DeRosa, you want to go to global ambassador. That's only 27 people. Okay? Now some people go to more than one rank in a month, but I'm being conservative. Just go to so your monthly rank. Every month you need to have a monthly rank, and if you're not that strong, just say get halfway there. Okay, but never start a month without a rank goal. Okay, and then now we got to break this thing down. That's monthly. Let's break this thing down in some small. What's your weekly production goal?
Yeah. By the
way,
ahead,
Dr. Breakthrough.
So to Sam, when he's saying set a goal, one of the things that I do, I actually have this big calendar in my prayer closet. I put it on my calendar.
Write it down.
Write it down, and then when I'm praying, I learn to pray and say, "Thank you, Lord," that I call out that date, and I've that date or sooner. I've already made my goal. And
you need to spend a little bit more time there, Doc. Tell us what you do. What kind of board do you have? Do you have a flip chart?
No,
do you have a whiteboard?
Large calendar. The calendar with the so you can get the thing where you can write your things on, right? So I actually take, my prayer closet, which is, we got a big walk-in closet thing. So I just tape it. I just have it on the wall, and Well, I started off with just a 1 with the nail, and then that month was over. I wanted to put it up to remind me, so now I got all 12 months now up on the wall. And so, but what I'm saying though is, I see the dates there. When I'm seeing that date, there's something about when you write it down, like they said with can't remember. I think it was Harvard University, and they said they tracked all the top students and the top success, and the very top, what they found out is there's 3% of the people that the ones that wrote down their goals were more successful than all the other students combined.
Wow.
The only difference is they had written down their goals. So, but I found out it's not just writing your goal, it's writing it where you can see it every day. But I can tell you up until this point thus far, every time I've set a goal and I put the date on my calendar, I made it before the date.
That's because you had gratitude.
Yes, sir. But so and again, I don't know all of the behind that, but I just know thus far, like even at Crown 6, my goal was to do it by the beginning of this, make sure I had it done by the new year. So I had it written on my calendar by the 31st, but actually I made it by the 6th of this month, right?
Wow.
So
I hope you guys are soaking this in. This may be the best call of the year. See, I do something similar. I'm sitting right now, and I'm looking at, I call it a purpose board. It's 3-dimensional. So I'm visualizing. It starts with my favorite scripture. Like one of my favorite scriptures is Psalms 139, 14 and 15. It says, "For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows well." So I stay in a little apartment. I don't have no big walk-in closet. But if I had one, or when I get one, you know what I'm saying? So it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with this visualization. Writing stuff down where you can see it. Don't just write it down and walk away. You gotta write it down somewhere where you can see it. It's in your face. And man, if you do like Dr. Breakthrough do, you know, maybe you can perform and get to Crown 6 like he did. But that visualization is very strong. Beg pardon?
Right, visualization and verbalization together.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
Y'all notice he said in his prayer room. Guess what he's doing in his prayer room? Probably praying. Yeah. Wow, that's powerful. Now I'm seeing some of those secrets. You never shared that with us, but man, I think I have heard you mention that before. But we took it for granted. We didn't take a note.
Right. And
put action to it. I don't want to go over time.
Yeah.
Doc.
So one of just want to mention this. Okay. So one of the things I have written where I felt like the Lord wanted me to empower 1 million or more people to experience one or more breakthroughs in 21 days or less. And so I actually have that written in red, circled. Every day I see it and I say that out loud as well. And God's constantly opening up things, like a pastor who's called me today. I preach for him. He's got over 1,000 members. And this January, he's putting every last one of his members on the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge. He also has 2 other churches that he oversees, and he's going to have both of those churches do the same thing. Well, then I got the ideal, let me get him to shoot me a testimonial video about it. I sent it out to them. They're going to be doing the same thing. And so God's, starting to bring that thing to fruition. But that's also how I got connected with Shop Free Mark, because, through Liddy taking the challenge, another pastor who called Liddy, and then Liddy got me on the phone with John and Austin. And so, but that's how that all came to pass as well. So there's something very powerful about writing things down and having it where you can see it on a consistent basis. Back to you, man.
And verbalizing. This may be the best call of the year. This section we're going through right here, where Dr. Stan Harris is telling you what he does in his prayer closet, of all the things that have been said so far, I think that's more powerful. You got to know where you're going, or anywhere you arrive will be okay. If you're not planning to go anywhere, I'm talking about achieve your goal, then somebody else has got some plans for you. So this is a powerful thing. So you got your monthly rank goal, you got your weekly production goal, Your weekly production goals could be how many new members are you going to sign up this week? Okay? Then you got your daily action. So you notice we're going from monthly to weekly. We're carving it down to daily. What's your daily action goal? In other words, you got 25, 7. You got 15 and 3. Well, how many of those you going to do every day? You know, if you're not going to contact all 25 people in one day, so if you're going to spread that out over 7, then you got to look at your calendar. I'm not trying to say average it out. You know, knock it out as fast as you can, and then go to another 25. Okay? So that's daily. That's your daily action goal. Now your group activity goals. How many local and long-distance group events do you have scheduled? I'm telling you, I'm going back to this because I built an organization while I was working full-time in Atlanta and in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area, doing what I'm telling you this right here. It was a company that didn't even have a website, and I was working for them. And I started doing what I'm sharing with you. You didn't have no video. You had to do one-on-one presentation. And then I worked that and then started doing in-home presentation. Then people from New York started driving down, and once a month I met at the hotel, and guys that had big checks, they came down and did the presentation, and everybody that wasn't closed, they got closed right then at the big event. You know, I bet you if you can consistently get a certain number of people, but I'm thinking you're better to build this from the ground up. The one-on-one presentation, the two-on-one presentation, in-home presentation, and you get that going in your neighborhood, you ain't gonna have no problem starting like what they're doing in Houston, have a meeting, you know, big group meeting once a week, and then once a month have one of your senior upline, which is senior success line people, to come to town, you know, to show the big picture. You know, I guarantee you, if you tell me don't do it, they ain't gonna do it again. But if you tell Dr. Brake to say, listen, I got 50 people. I've been having, 25, 30 people a week at this meeting, and we want to schedule one for next month. And I know I can get 50 people there. Can I get on your calendar? Would you come and speak to these 50 people? You know, be training for some people, show them the big picture, show them the larger picture, and it'll be recruiting for you. But you got to do what you say. You can't waste a man's time. If you say you're gonna have 50 people, have 100. And then you just got events. Set event goals. That's what I'm trying to say. That's an event. If you can get Dr. Stan Harris to come to town, that's an event. That's an event, and that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on having enough people, but I ain't gonna test market it. I'm gonna already have the people that's already coming on a consistent basis, and then I'm going to build that event into a big event. I'm sure he won't have no problem, especially after the first time I do what I say. He won't have no problem coming back time after time after time, maybe once a quarter. Would you, Dr. Brake, do? If I can put at least 50 people in a room and say 50 people that are already in and 50 people that are coming to see a bigger picture, they may have just signed up. They may not even be set up yet. Call them prospects. That's 100 people. If I could guarantee you I have 100 people in a room, would you at least come to Atlanta once a quarter?
Well, if you're waiting for me, you're late.
See, I never asked a question you don't know the answer to, and you don't like that answer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I went to, in summary, we got to keep it simple and duplicatable. And I didn't run those numbers, but if you ran the numbers, go in your calculator, go in your backup, ran the calculator, put in that you got everybody in your organization from 1 through 9, got 9 people. In other words, they're ambassadors. And each one of those 9 people bought just one product a month. Wow. I know that's a big number. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out what it is. See, that's something everybody can do. It's plausible. It's possible. It's necessary. And you can do it. So we need to be like Nike and what? Just do it. Do it to it overflow. And you will make the rest of this year, the rest of your life, the best of your life. You'll have a testimony. You have a story. And the next time I talk, I want to teach you about a 5-finger presentation. So you got to be able. If you, it's okay in the beginning, but sometimes you may be in a position where you might have to give a 5-finger a 5-finger presentation. I'm assuming your hand's gonna be with you, and you got 5 fingers. And if you can't remember, you could write on each finger what the outline for the presentation is, if necessary. Or draw a picture and take your finger with you. Take it on one sheet of paper, and you got to be able to see. You got to become a presenter. Why? It builds your confidence. You know how the story goes. Okay, and it includes your story. So maybe next week or another time, Dr. Breakthrough, I'll teach you about the 5-finger presentation. But I think here again, what's the secret? Dr. Breakthrough just shared with us a secret called going into his closet with his goals written on the wall, some in red, and he verbalizes them. He states them out loud. That's why he's in his closet. He's talking. He's talking out loud. He's praying, but then he's that affirmation and stuff, and the prayers, and he has gratitude. He's thanking God in advance for already doing what he's asking him to do. That's a very powerful prayer. That evoke emotions. That I don't want to get too heavy, but get into the photon energy stuff. It's the prayer that gets God's attention because it's a prayer of faith. Faith gets God's attention. The woman with the issue of blood, Jesus turned around and said, "By your faith you are healed." But I think this is a simple conversation, and everybody on this phone can do and teach this. I have it in writing pretty soon on one sheet of paper. Thank you for allowing me to come to the front of the room, and it's a pleasure to be tag teaming with you. I know we won. We are winning. How would you like to tag team with a 10th degree black belt? Come on now. I'm going to go knock somebody out.
Well, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you, man, and thank you again for what the Lord, allowing the Lord to work through you. And so I tell people all the time, I win souls for a living. I just do business to pay expenses.
Amen.
So, hey, everybody. So make sure, again, we've got now the 30. We won't have a call until next Monday. Okay, next Monday. And also don't forget that the contest is over the 31st. And the top 10 people to get signups, regardless whether they're free or not, you're going to get a free product from the company. So the very top 10. So, again, I don't need you participating. I need you dominating. So we still got a couple days left. The top 10, okay? I want this folks on this team to totally dominate, okay? Then think about this. Now we're going to take the top 5. So the top 5, then we're going to also, you're going to get a shirt, I think on the front is going to say, "We are winning, Shop Free Mart," and then on the back, "Would you like to get healthier, wealthier, wiser, or all 3?" Okay? And so Zimbabwe, one of our team members who just made triple diamond yesterday, sold another quick start pack. Anyway, so he's got a company that does apparel, so anything from hoodies to bracelet things to whatever, So anyway, so 5 of you will have those. Will be the first ones to get those shirts. Okay, so you can determine. You practice what you just learned about today, and you implement it. And my friend, you could be one of the ones that said, "Wow, I got it, I got it, I got it." Alrighty. So real quick, thank you again for joining us. So meet us back next Monday. I want y'all to have a Merry Christmas, incredible holiday season. Thank you for all of your faithfulness. And again, that's close out strong. And if now, I'll let you unmute your line. I can do I wasn't planning. I can do a webinar tonight if anybody thinks they can get on or get somebody on there. If not, just let you enjoy your time with your family. But I am available. So I tell you what, just send a text if that's something you know. Well, no, I'm gonna need to know now. so if that's something, and no pressure, because like I said, I'm just chilling here with the wife. So if that's something you think, you know, sometimes Christmas Eve is, you know, different families have different traditions, right? So some people, this is their day, right? And other people, this is kind of day when everybody's chilling a little bit, waiting for tomorrow. So I don't know. So if that's something that you know, would say, hey, I think maybe we can get a couple people on there. I'd love for you to do a webinar. So I just, you know, so we can get some folks on there, then let me know. And then if not, it's all good. We'll chill. But to see that there's 17 of you on this call when it wasn't even scheduled, I think you're just in the process of just being faithful. So thank you for your faithfulness. And all right. Well, thank you very much. We're going to close out. And unfortunately, my computer just froze up. So at first it kicked me off earlier, and now, so I don't even know how to shut this thing down. Coach is not on today.
I didn't know stuff froze in Texas.
That's crazy, man. I opened up wow. Okay. So anyway, well, we just hang up, and I'm sure the recording will cut off eventually. Alrighty, y'all. Appreciate you. Love you. From the Harris household here in 99, we send Christmas greetings and blessings to you. If you're in the Houston area, then this Sunday we'll be speaking for Global Ambassador Apostle Barry Burrell. And then Monday night, the 30th, we'll be doing a powerful meeting there. So if you can make it out or send somebody there, get them there. And I tell you, it's going to be on and popping. I promise you that. Okay? So, all righty, everybody. Thank you again, Les. Appreciate you, man, and all of you on the call. What an incredible journey. And the year is just going to be so off the hook. It's not even funny. So I'm so glad to be on this journey with you all. All righty. See if we can. I'm trying to log. See if it'll. I think it might have let me jump back on now. Hey, there we go.